Chosen one. Listen carefully. Something sacred is happening in the unseen realm concerning you. Heaven has been whispering your name, yet not the name you have always known. There is a divine stirring, a heavenly conversation, and at the center of it is you. You have walked through seasons where you felt invisible. You have been misunderstood, mislabeled, and underestimated. People called you things that did not match your purpose. You were defined by your past, your pain, your mistakes. Yet God never stopped calling you by your true name. You have carried names like failure, forgotten, broken, unworthy. But heaven calls you beloved, restored, set apart, and chosen. And now the moment has come when heaven's decree over your life will be made manifest on earth. Yes, your name is changing. Not just the label people use, but the identity heaven sees when it looks at you. This is not a casual change, it is a prophetic exchange. God is rewriting your spiritual record, removing the weight of the old and clothing you with the authority of the new. Every pain you endured, every rejection you faced, every tear you shed, it was all part of the preparation. The world thought it was breaking you, but God was shaping you. He was carving away everything false, so your true identity could finally emerge. The shift that's coming isn't only external, it's internal. You will begin to see yourself differently, speak differently, and move differently. Your spirit will recognize that something divine has shifted. Stay close. Chosen one. Because before this message ends, you will feel the seal of heaven resting upon you. You will understand why God had to hide you. You will know why your old season could not follow you into your new one. And you will hear deep within your soul the whisper of God saying, I am giving you a new name, a name that carries destiny, not damage, a name that carries purpose, not pain. This is not just a message. This is a decree. Heaven has signed it, and you have been chosen to receive it. Before you were born, before the world even knew your face, God already called you by name. He spoke your identity into existence before your parents ever gave you one. Your true name was spoken in eternity. When heaven calls you, it doesn't use the names of this world, it calls you by purpose. And today, God is calling you out of labels, out of shame, out of false identities that have followed you for years. You see, there are times when God must allow a deep spiritual renaming to take place. Just like Abram became Abraham. Just like Sarai became Sarah. Just like Jacob the deceiver became Israel, the one who wrestled with God and prevailed. Every time God changes a name, it's because He's changing a destiny. And right now, chosen one, you are standing on the threshold of such a moment. Heaven has observed your process, the hidden tears, the lonely prayers, the times you wanted to quit but couldn't because something holy inside you wouldn't let you. And now, that unseen endurance has drawn heaven's attention. This message is not random. It is not by chance that these words have found you at this exact hour. This is divine orchestration. God wanted your spirit to hear this confirmation. The old season has expired and the new identity is being released. In the spiritual realm, angels are recording the change. There are scrolls being updated with your name written in new ink that cannot be erased. The identity of the wounded one, the rejected one, the overlooked one is being removed. You are being renamed as victorious, favored, and established. Your life will begin to reflect what heaven already sees. And though the world may not recognize the change immediately, they will soon witness the evidence. You might not feel different yet, but destiny does not begin with feelings. It begins with revelation. And revelation is what you're receiving right now. As you listen, something is awakening within you. Your spirit is remembering who you are. Your true name, the one spoken before time, echoes in your soul again. The Father is saying, no longer will you live under false labels. No longer will you shrink to fit names I did not give you. You are stepping into your royal identity. You will move with heaven's authority because I have called you mine. Chosen one, prepare yourself. For in the next moments the veil will lift and the meaning of your divine name will be revealed. Hear this clearly, chosen one. A shift is taking place in your life that will redefine everything you thought you knew about yourself. This shift is not gradual, it is divine and sudden. God is saying, you have been known by what you survived, but now you will be known by what I'm about to release through you. There is a heavenly transaction taking place. The name associated with your suffering is being exchanged for one that carries purpose. You are being identified not by what hurt you, but by what healed you. In the unseen realm, the angels are unfolding scrolls with new assignments. Assignments that match your new identity. For years you carried the weight of old labels, family patterns, personal failures, silent insecurities. But in this moment, God is calling you by the name heaven recognizes. When He calls you chosen, it means set apart. When He calls you beloved, it means deeply known and completely accepted. When He calls you redeemed, it means bought back, restored, renewed. Your new name carries authority in the Spirit. It unlocks doors that were once sealed shut. It silences the voices of accusation that haunted your nights. Heaven has issued a decree. You will no longer answer to what broke you. The enemy tried to keep you bound by reminding you of who you were. But he cannot speak your new name. Only heaven can. There will come moments in the next season where God Himself will call you forward by name, and everything dead in your life will respond. The same way Jesus called Lazarus from the tomb, He is calling you from the grave of old identity. And when He calls, even what was lifeless in you will rise. This is why you've been feeling disoriented lately. You've outgrown the identity of the old you. The people around you may still see the version of you that God has already outgrown. That is not rejection, it's redirection. Every divine name change in Scripture came with transformation. Abram's promise required Abraham's faith. Jacob's struggle birthed Israel's strength. Saul's blindness gave way to Paul's revelation. So too, your pain has prepared you for this awakening. God is saying, I am placing a new name upon your spirit, a name that carries purpose, power, and peace. You are my instrument of light in a dark world. Chosen one. The name you carry now will open realms that were once closed. And those who once overlooked you will no longer be able to ignore you. For when God changes a name, He also changes the atmosphere around it. Your time of obscurity has ended. Your season of divine revelation has begun. Chosen one. Every divine name carries a spiritual code. It is not just a title, it's a vibration, a frequency in the heavenly realm. When God changes your name, He aligns your spirit with a new frequency that matches your destiny. In your old season, you were walking under a name that reflected survival. You endured wilderness seasons, unseen battles, and silent tears. But now heaven is calling you into identity, not just existence. The old name represented who you were becoming through trials. The new name represents who you already are in God's eyes. You see, names are prophetic blueprints. They reveal what God has deposited inside you and what heaven expects to manifest through you. When Jacob became Israel, it wasn't just about a word, it was about transformation. He moved from manipulation to maturity, from deceit to destiny. So it is with you. You are shifting from striving to reigning, from hiding to revealing, from bearing the marks of the past to carrying the mantle of purpose. This renaming is a divine graduation. You have completed a hidden curriculum, one written in pain, obedience, and endurance. Now God promotes you not by man's recognition, but by divine revelation. The spiritual meaning behind your name change is this. You are being separated from what defined you by pain and joined to what defines you by promise. Every test, every betrayal, every delay had to happen. Because identity is not learned in comfort, it's forged in fire. The Lord is saying, I use the very things that hurt you to shape the person I need you to become. I hid you so that I could reveal you purified. And now I rename you not because you've changed your worth, but because you've discovered it. Chosen one. This change is permanent. When God renames you, even the spiritual atmosphere must adjust. The same forces that once attacked you under the old name will no longer find you, because that version of you no longer exists. Your spirit has been upgraded. Your authority has increased. And where you once felt small, now you will walk in quiet dominion. The storms of the past season were not designed to destroy you. They were designed to strip away false identity. The rejection was refining. The silence was sculpting. The waiting was womb time birthing something sacred within you. In heaven's record, your name is now written beside new assignments. You are stepping into alignment with divine purpose. And that alignment will attract new people, new provision, new power. This is why you're feeling both excitement and unease. Your spirit knows you've shifted, even if your mind is still catching up. But peace will come, because identity always brings clarity. Let this settle deep within. You are not who you were, and you will never return to that old version again. Chosen one. Heaven never moves without leaving evidence. And as your name changes, there will be visible and invisible confirmations surrounding you. Here are the signs you may notice. 1. Sudden restlessness. You'll feel uncomfortable in old environments that once felt familiar. Your spirit will crave elevation, not explanation. 2. Shift in relationships. Some people will drift away without conflict because their assignment in your old identity is complete. Do not chase them. Bless them. 3. New invitations. Doors you could not force open will now swing freely. Opportunities will appear in ways that feel divinely timed, not coincidental. 4. Heightened discernment. You'll sense when something no longer matches your frequency. Conversations, habits, even thoughts that belong to the old, you will feel heavy and out of place. 5. Renewal of strength. What once drained you will no longer defeat you. There will be mornings when you wake with unexpected joy, as if your spirit knows something good is near. 6. Divine echoes. You will begin to hear or see your new name, or symbolic versions of it everywhere. It may appear in songs, messages, even random words that seem to follow you. These are not coincidences. They are confirmations. These signs are heaven's way of saying, you've crossed over. God doesn't rename you and leave you confused. He sends evidence to anchor your faith. When you notice these signs, whisper a simple prayer. Lord, I receive this as confirmation of what you've spoken. Help me walk worthy of this name. The more you affirm this truth, the stronger it will take root. For identity is not proven by circumstance, it's proven by revelation. So pay attention. Chosen one. Heaven is confirming what your heart already knows. You have been changed and you are never going back. But before the fullness of this new name manifests, there will be testing. Every transformation invites opposition. The enemy cannot stop the decree, but he will attempt to distort it. You will face 3 subtle battles. The battle of doubt. The enemy will whisper, nothing's changed. You're still the same. But you must reply. Even if I don't feel it yet, heaven already declared it. 2. The battle of delay. Moments will come when progress seems slow. Remember, delay is not denial, it's development. God is aligning external circumstances to match your internal change. 3. The battle of distraction. When your new identity starts to rise, distractions will multiply. The enemy knows he can't destroy you, so he'll try to divert you. Stay alert. Guard your focus. These challenges are not punishments. They are proofs. God allows them to strengthen your confidence in the new identity He's given you. Think of a butterfly. It doesn't fight the cocoon because the struggle gives it wings. Likewise, your current tests are making your transformation permanent. Chosen one. Hear this clearly. You are not failing. You are forming. Every divine name must be tested before it is trusted. Even Jesus was tested in the wilderness before stepping into public power. So don't resent the process, it is sacred. Let every difficulty remind you that you are being refined, not rejected. Every closed door is a teacher. Every silence is God speaking in code. If you stay faithful in these hidden challenges, you will emerge unstoppable. The fire you endure now will be the light that guides others later. Chosen one, now that heaven has renamed you, there are sacred instructions to protect your identity. 1. Guard your words. Stop speaking like the old you. Your language must match your new level. Heaven's vocabulary is victory, not victimhood. 2. Protect your environment. Not everyone can walk with you in this season. Distance isn't bitterness, it's obedience. You cannot nurture divine identity in toxic soil. 3. Deepen your worship. Worship resets your frequency. When you lift your voice in praise, the new name strengthens in you. Every hallelujah reinforces heaven's decree. 4. Write the vision. Document what God reveals in this transition. Your new name carries new instructions, and revelation, forgotten, is destiny delayed. 5. Serve in silence. Not everything God shows you needs to be announced. Let your transformation be witnessed, not explained. 6. Forgive quickly. Old offenses tie you to old seasons. Forgiveness breaks the last chain holding your former identity. The Lord says, obedience will unlock what prayer alone cannot. This is not a season for fear. It's a season for precision. Heaven is calling you to walk with focus. When others move in chaos, you will move in clarity. Chosen one. Prepare your heart, because with every act of obedience, heaven releases new favor. You will find that provision follows purpose. Resources, relationships, and opportunities will appear when you act on revelation. So walk boldly. You are carrying heaven's signature. Your obedience is the ink that writes the next chapter of your destiny. Do not fear the unknown, chosen one. Your new identity comes with divine insurance, heaven's protection. God has assigned angels to watch over your path. You are covered even when you don't feel it. The same God who renamed you will defend the name He gave you. When attacks rise, remember this promise. No weapon formed against you shall prosper. The storms may come, but they cannot sink what God has renamed. You are hidden in His shadow, surrounded by peace, guarded by grace. At night, when worry whispers, rest in this truth. Your destiny is too valuable to be lost. The one who began this good work in you will finish it with glory. Every plot against you is already dismantled. Every curse spoken over you dissolves under the sound of your new name. For heaven recognizes that name, and hell trembles when it's spoken. Walk confidently, chosen. One not in arrogance, but in assurance. You are covered. You are protected. You are seen. And now the transformation begins to show. What was once invisible will become undeniable. People will look at you and say, something is different. They will sense peace where there was pain, authority where there was fear. You won't need to explain. Your presence will preach. Doors will open that were locked for years. Dreams that once seemed distant will suddenly come alive. This is what happens when heaven confirms identity. Manifestation follows revelation. Your countenance will glow with divine confidence. You will begin to attract what aligns with your new name. Purpose will pull you forward. Destiny will unfold without striving. Chosen one. Your transformation is your testimony. Your story will become a mirror that shows others what redemption looks like. Every scar will shine like gold. Every tear will water the seeds of joy. Every loss will reveal how heaven always compensates abundantly. You have crossed over from wandering to walking in purpose. This is not the end of your story. It's the unveiling of who you've always been. Heaven is smiling upon you, saying, "You made it through the refining fire. Now wear your new name with honor." The fulfillment is not merely in material blessing, but in spiritual authority. You will speak and atmospheres will shift. You will pray and doors will respond. You will walk and light will follow. This is what it means to be renamed by God. You become a living prophecy. Chosen one, pause, breathe, receive. Let these words seal the decree over your life. Affirmations to declare aloud. 1. I am no longer who I was. I am who God says I am. My name carries heaven's purpose and divine favor. 3. I walk in peace, power, and prophetic identity. 4. Every old label is broken. Every new promise is alive in me. Say them daily until your spirit believes what heaven already knows. Now lift your heart as the blessing is released. May the Lord rename your spirit with truth. May His favor rest upon you like a crown. May every chain of false identity break before your eyes. May peace surround your path and light guide every step. May you walk boldly in your new name, unashamed, unafraid, unstoppable. For you are chosen, beloved, and sealed with purpose. Chosen one. Your name has changed. Heaven knows it. Hell fears it. And soon the world will witness it. Walk forward not as the one who was wounded, but as the one who was reborn. The story has turned. The new name is written, and your destiny has begun.